Bastille on Radio 1. It is Monday evening, and all this week, myself, Nick Grimshaw, going to be looking after Annie Mac's show, and we have Dan from Bastille here. We're going to be co-hosts.
Well, we even said that in time with each other.
Oh my God, it's working already.
What a way to start. What a way to start.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, man. How you doing?
Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, I'm really excited about this week. Really excited that you're going to be doing it with us as well.
We're colleagues now.
We are.
Officially.
We're on this.
Yeah.
We are colleagues. Are you up for doing the breakfast show with me as well? No. No. It was a bad booking, wasn't it? Like, yeah, I'll definitely do both, morning and night.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be doing that as well, but
sorry, mate.
He doesn't do mornings.
Get that memo.
No. And how's your weekend been? Have you been out to enjoy the sunshine? Have you enjoyed it?
It's been lovely, thanks. Yeah. I mean, what's not to enjoy in the UK at the moment? It's beautiful.
It's so nice up there.
Yeah.
I went to the park before, and just as I was leaving, because I got in here about 5, it was just beginning to turn, where the sort of family picnics was descending into sort of like raucousness.
Yeah.
The tops were coming off. It was kicking off in my local
That
park.
twilight hour when things turn.
Yeah, I imagine that's still going on right now.
Everybody, the aggression of the sunburn is really starting to
the red was really good. It's got more of a maroon around 5 p.m. in Hackney. So tonight's going to be fun. We've got a hottest record on the way from the Hunter at 7:30, and we're going to catch up with them as well. Ryan in Australia, so we're going to give him a little call.
We wake him up at some ungodly hour.
Some awful time, yeah. And then I've chosen some songs, you've chosen some songs, and then we're going to get you to do the Power Down playlist later on.
Which I'm really excited about.
This is going to be really nice. Will that be sunset time, do you think, producer? Yeah, we like when the sun's going down. That'd be dreamy, that.
Perfect.
Dead nice, that. We want to play you this, and I know that you love this next artist as well. This is going to be my tune of the week on both The Breakfast Show and also on this show, because this is how great I think this song is. I think this is one of my favourite songs I've heard all year. The Return of Florence with this song called Hunger. We heard it on Thursday with Annie for the very first time, and we played it on Friday morning on The Breakfast Show, and I've listened to it so much this weekend.
Most of those Spotify plays are thanks to you.
Thanks to me, yeah. So are you a fan of this? Do you love this?
I love Florence and the Machine so much. I remember when I got back from uni and moved back to London, going to see her shows when it was just kind of her and a guitarist in tiny little empty venues, and it's been so amazing to watch her sort of grow and, you know, do amazing things and headline Glastonbury, and I always very keen to hear what she's got next. So yeah, it's awesome to hear this.
Well, let's hear it. She's going to be headlining Biggest Weekend in a couple of weeks on Sunday night. It's our tune of the week. I nearly said on the Radio and Breakfast Show then. But this is definitely night times. Of the week, this week, Florence and the Machine. That is Hunger on Radio 1. That song rules.
Oh, I love it.
So good, that record, isn't it? Good evening, everybody. It is 22 minutes past 7. It's Grimmy with you. Dan from Bastille joining me as well. We're going to be co-hosting all this week, and this is the way it's going to go. We're just going to have a little chat. We're going to pick some songs that we like.
Play some good stuff. Play some good music.
Yeah. And there is one problem that we've discovered already.
What's that?
So tomorrow night, we're going to be doing the radio till 9.
Yeah.
And then we got very excited because Florence is doing some dates all around the country at the moment. So I think she's been in like Halifax. I think she'd been in Scunthorpe. Well, maybe that was a day off. I don't know. But tomorrow night, she's going to be playing in London, not too far from Radio 1. At 8:30 though.
We've got to go.
We've got to go. I think we've got
Can we take the mics with us and just present the end of the show from the gig?
From there.
From front row. What's that screaming sound?
It's just fans, don't worry. They're watching a gig. Yeah. Maybe we could make her go on later. Well, like we could hide, I don't know, like one of her velvet cloaks or something. She'll be beside herself. We'll hide a crystal ball. She won't know what to do with herself. So next song we're going to go for, we're going to do a Childish Gambino. This is America. Now this has been the talking point of the weekend. This came into the world on Saturday Night. On Saturday Night Live, he performed this, and then the video came out, and the video, I think it's had 19 million views last time I checked.
It's got to be one of the best music videos in recent memory. It's so brilliant.
Definitely.
Obviously, the song is amazing.
It's 20 million. It's gone up since 7. Since 7 this evening.
It's that good, though. It's amazing, and it's a viral moment that is deserving of it, I think. The song's so good, though, and yeah, just everything about the video, his dancing, his acting, everything. Anyway, what I'm saying is you should go and watch it, because me describing it badly on the radio is definitely not going to do it
it's
justice.
not as Okay, it's Monday night. It's 7:30 on BBC Radio 1, and it's time for our hottest record in the world. Tonight, it comes from the Hunter. They've got a brand new record called New York to LA, and right now, we're going to say hello to Ryan. They're in Australia, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I don't know what. Ryan, hello.
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm very good, thank you, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just sitting in bed. Yeah, it's 1 in the morning at the moment.
Whereabouts in Oz are you, man?
I'm in Perth.
Oh, nice. You guys on tour?
No, actually, I'm just taking a little bit of time out because we just come back from America. It's like the first bit of time off in about 2 years that we've had, so I thought I'd go chill out a bit.
Fair enough.
So hang on, that's not a handy holiday, Perth, is it?
No, well, I met some people out here last time when we toured earlier in the year, so I thought I'd come and chill and have some fun with them.
Oh, nice. How long are you off? Because famously, those in bands, those who choose the musical life, don't get like that much time off. When are you back to work?
I'm back on Sunday until the end of the year, basically, and however long after that. So yeah, not a lot after that.
Oh, mate, well, I hope you enjoy what's left of your time off in Oz. I'm very excited to be playing the new track. So, should we spin it now and then we'll have a little chat about it afterwards?
Yeah, nice one.
Brilliant. So this is the Hunter with New York to LA.
Hunter, New York to LA is our hottest record in the world tonight on Radio 1. It is Grimmy, and we have Dan here as well, and we have the Hunter on the phone right now. But we have Ryan. Hello, Ryan. And Ryan, how was it you that was picked for this 1 a.m. phone call from Australia tonight? How were you the unlucky one?
I guess it's because I'm the singer, I guess. I mean, I always take care of this kind of thing, but it's a pleasure. I've been waiting a long time to speak to Grimmy, so it's an honour to be on the phone.
Oh, we love that you've done this tonight, Ryan. And do you know what I found out today? I never knew this because we played the Hunter on Radio 1, but I never knew that you decided on your band name whilst hungover. Which
I feel like all the best decisions in the world get made hungover, right?
Well, it's 50-50, my experience. But that's how you came up with it, wasn't it? Just like lying around hungover. I mean, the Hunter works. This could have been terrible. Were there any other sort of terrible band names floating around before you decided on that hungover day?
There was. We were actually almost called Jasper. And then we put it forward and then realised that it just sounded like someone's cat.
It does sound very catty. Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, I love cats, but not for a rock band, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's very catty. I think the Hunter's better, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then what's next for you guys? Album's out July, right?
Yeah, July 13th. The second album's out. Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. We worked super hard on it, and we're really happy with how it came out. So I can't wait for everyone to hear it.
So whereabouts did you make the record?
We made it at Livingston Studios. In London.
Oh, nice one, man. Well, we can't wait to hear it.
We're very excited to hear it. Yeah. And we'll let you go back to sleep now because I feel actually mean keeping you awake at 1 a.m. on a Monday night.
That's assuming he's going to sleep and not just straight out.
Yeah. Ryan, great to talk to you this evening, and congratulations on the record. Enjoy the rest of your time in Australia, and we'll see you when you're back in the UK.
Nice one, mate. Take care.
Thank you.
I love this. Post Malone, Better Now. Monday night on Radio 1. It is 7:45. I am not Annie Mac. Neither are you.
No, I'm not Annie Mac either. I'd love to be.
Oh, me too.
Oh, can you imagine?
Wouldn't that be the best?
So good.
Imagine. Babe. Listen. We're just going to play some music, babe. It's Nick Grimshaw and Dan from Bastille here, co-hosting Annie Mac. I
like how you get a surname, obviously, because people know who you are.
Your surname's from Bastille?
From Bastille.
From Bastille.
My adopted double barrel from Bastille.
Dan from Bastille. From Bastille. We're going to be here all week doing this, just playing songs, and we wanted to play Post Malone because we were just saying, I love that record, Beer Pongs and Bentleys, which is like broken streaming records.
Yeah, well, the album it's like, I think the fastest streaming album ever, the biggest numbers on a weekend. I mean, make up a statistic category and it's probably broken it.
It's broken it.
Which is crazy considering he feels like a relatively new artist over the last few years. But yeah, it's insane.
Love that song as well. Love that record. But we have some news, which is might damage Post Malone's streaming records because
might take 4 people away from Post Malone.
Yeah, come on, tell us your news, Dan.
We are very excited to announce that we are releasing a new single from a new album that we made. We've been busy over the last 5 months working on it, and we're going to premiere it here on Wednesday night. You guys have been kind enough to make it the hottest record. The song is called Quarter Past Midnight, and yeah, we're just so excited that it's going to be out there in the world as of Wednesday from 7:30 here.
So make sure you are listening. Wednesday, 7:30, our hottest record in the world. Brand new stuff from Bastille. How is it knowing now that, because you've got such a dedicated fan base and people all over the world love you, and it's ruined my Twitter this evening because everyone from like Vancouver and Sydney and everywhere are just getting in touch because you're on the show. And how is it knowing, like, I guess it's like the waiting for like exam results day, like what are the feelings knowing that the world are going to hear your brand new music on Wednesday and so many people will be interested in it?
Well, who knows? Who knows if they'll be interested in it? I guess we wanted to try something a bit different and new, and we had a really good time making this record, and wanted it to very much be one concise thing with a very distinct sound. And I guess I'm really nervous. I hope people like it. I feel a bit embarrassed that we're playing it on a show that I'm co-hosting. That seems kind of corrupt and a bit weird, but let's look around that.
I think we need it.
And I'm deflecting a bit. But no, I'm really, really, really excited for people to hear it. Like, we finished the record quite recently. We want it out really, as soon as possible. And we're in that sort of like heady honeymoon period between where it's finished and you want everyone to hear it, but they can't yet. And I don't know. It's sort of. I'm very bad at describing that kind of thing. But
who do you play it to? Because you can't play it to everyone, and you can't email it to everyone in case it gets leaked. But obviously there must be people who you want to play it to, like your friends and your family. Is there someone that always go to that you play new music to?
Yeah, I've got a few friends that I play stuff to. I'm quite bad at getting excited at a party and taking someone off and maybe assuming they're going to want to hear it and playing it to them out of the speaker on my phone, which is the worst.
Yeah, you're that guy.
Only with a few people. Only like you were just telling me earlier how much you hate that guy. So I
hate it so much.
It must be hideously awkward. I don't think I'd do it to anyone. But there's a few people that I would do it to.
Do you play it off your phone as well? And it's the worst. Never
it's
sounds
the absolute worst. Because people have done that to me. It's like you're something you've laboured over and spent like weeks and weeks and months making sound as good as you can, and then you're going to play a bad MP3 out of a tiny little speakerphone on your phone. I'm like, it's never going to end well for anything.
Yeah.
But a few of my friends were like, oh, that sounds good, from what I can just about make out.
Just about to hear at a party.
Yeah.
I thought on Saturday night it'd be a good idea to play someone the new Florence single through my phone whilst at a festival, and Diplo was playing, and they were like, I can't hear it. And I said, I'll sing it to you. So I did that. Have you done that? Have you ever gone that far? You've never been.
No, I can't. I find playing in front of people really embarrassing and quite awkward. So I would never ever do that. But I think that's why I can use the phone as a bit of a crutch. Play it to someone out the phone. Yeah. Not look at their face because you don't want. It must be so awkward for the person hearing it.
It's so awkward.
They're like, what do I do with my face? How do I react? Because when people play me music, it's the same thing. But there's something I think broken in musicians and artists where they just go to that place where they think it's acceptable to play it to people, and I wish in that moment I had someone I'm just going to
don't do it. Just remember
I'll just picture you just shaking your head, looking mortified on my behalf.
Please don't do it. Well, thankfully this is radio, and on Wednesday night we'll be able to play it to the world, and you don't have to look anyone in the eye. I'll bring my eye mask. All will be fine. On Radio 1 on Monday. It's really hard, Dan, not saying it's the Radio 1 breakfast show.
I know. Well,
it's sort of so used to saying
I don't have that
this.
problem, luckily. Yeah. But I can imagine it's hard for you.
It's really hard. I really have to stop myself. I'm like, it's 7 at night? What is happening? So on the way this evening still to come, and I'm really looking forward to what you're doing later, the Power Down playlist. Dan has chosen loads of great songs, so we're going to hear them from like 20 past 8, quarter past 8, something like that, and we're going to have like half an hour of all of your tunes, which are wonderful.
That's exciting.
So make sure you are listening to that. That is on the way in a little bit. We have some Ben Howard. Do you like that new Ben Howard?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
We're going to play you that as well. We'll do that after Lily. Artsy Monkeys on Radio 1. It is Monday evening, and it is Grimmy and Dan here with you until 9 o'clock tonight. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting week this, Dan, because we have on Thursday, we're going to hear Annie Mac in conversation with Arctic Monkeys.
Yes, about the new album.
Yeah, the new album.
Can you remember the name of it?
I can, because I have it written down. And it's one of those records, like, I think even the band name Arctic Monkeys, like when I first heard that band name, I remember they did this like a music conference that happens in Manchester, and it must have been, I don't know what, 12 years ago or something, I don't know. And I remember going to see them, and someone was like, oh, one of the bands we've got to see this year is Arctic Monkeys. And I was like, Arctic Monkeys? I was like, that name, and I could never remember it. Do you know what I mean? Because it felt too mad at the time.
But they've managed to be so amazing that they outgrew the ridiculousness of their name. But like the Beatles, right?
Yeah. The Beatles.
Yeah, no, when you step back from it.
The Beatles. Rubbish.
I'm so excited about this new record. I think it's very, very interesting and cool that they're not releasing a single.
Yeah.
So we've got to wait for the whole record. Like I was saying earlier, it's kind of like a Beyonce all-in-one album drop, but with a bit of pre-warning and some pre-sales to go with it.
Yeah, the little lead-up. We know it is going to come out. So we're going to hear that on Friday, the full album. Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. Yeah. That's the name of it.
And I'm excited to hear Annie's chat with Alex.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever have you ran into Alex Turner? Have you ever hung out with him?
Met him a couple of times. In LA. Actually, interestingly, he's not somebody that I would expect to play music out of his phone, but he did to one of my friends. Yeah.
No way.
Which was not something he didn't to me. So just to my mate. She's also from the same part of the world that he's from.
Right. Okay.
And so they were.
It was a Yorkshire thing.
They were talking about Rotherham a lot, and then he ended up playing her some music. But yeah, not someone I thought would be. So maybe it's everyone. Maybe it's
just every musician.
I'm
does it.
Definitely saying that to make myself feel better.
Yeah, you feel better about that. So we're going to get to hear this on Friday, and like we said, we're really excited about hearing this because it's a concept album, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be is a hotel based on the moon?
On the moon, yeah. I think for retired rock stars. I think.
Right.
I guess we'll find out. I guess you tune in on Thursday and you'll find out more.
We'll find out more
from the man himself and not from us guest people.
The titles of the album, the track listing was revealed a couple of weeks ago, and we spoke about the Breakfast Show, and we were like, "Are these real? Is this actually happening?" But these are real. I mean, yeah, there's Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino is the album title. There's a song on the album called that. But the one I'm excited about is the world's first ever monster truck front flip.
Potentially the best song name ever.
It's up there. It's really up there. So Thursday night, Radio 1, you're going to get to hear Annie's chat with Alex Turner. By the way, I love that Annie got to go to LA to speak to a man from Yorkshire. Do you know what I mean? Like, amazing. So Thursday night, you're going to hear that. And then the new album, very excitedly, on Friday, we're going to get to hear that. So we want to play you this now. We're not sure of how to say his name. We think it's DJ Cozy.
Cozy?
Cozy. K-O-Z-E.
No, I don't know.
I like to think it's DJ Cozy. Like your nana. DJ Cozy. This is
I'm
Pick
sure
Up.
he'd love that too.
Yeah. On Radio 1, and it is 8:20, and it is Grimmy with you on BBC Radio 1. Dan is here with us as well. We're going to be co-hosting all week long. What did you get to do today? Because I was off breakfast this morning, and I woke up today. I got back from Malta last night really, really late, like 3 o'clock this morning. I was at Annie's festival there, and I woke up this morning, and I had no idea what the weather was going to be like, and I opened the curtains, and it was like, it was already too hot.
Like you'd not left Malta.
It was like I'd not left Malta. I think it's actually hotter here than it was in Malta. So I was like, right, we've got to go to the park. We've got to go and do this. We were actually so organised. My friend came to my house with a picnic basket.
Wow.
First time on the road today, I feel. First time we cracked that picnic basket open.
You'll hopefully get a lot of use this time.
Yeah, and we went out in the park, and it was so exciting. Like when the sun's out in the UK, I think we love it more than anyone else, I think. Did you get to enjoy it today? Were you in the sunshine?
I did, yeah, no, I did. I was in Brighton with some of my friends this weekend, which was really nice, and then got back and saw my family today. Sat outside. Tried not to get a sunburn. I'm a very pale man.
Yeah, me too.
So I was doing my best to not end the day a nice shade of lobster red.
I used to think that I wasn't, and I'd always be fine to be like, oh, I think I'm very Mediterranean. Totally not. Like
in my head, I'm Mediterranean.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not. In
my head, I'm a lot of things. But yeah.
Well, if you are nursing a little bit of sunburn now, or maybe a little bit of a hangover, or maybe Sunday night dread and fear has moved over to Monday night because it's bank holiday and you're going back to work tomorrow or back to school tomorrow, and maybe you've not got any clean clothes and you're having a panic now, putting a wash on and trying to find your shoes and get ready. We've got half an hour of great music now, which will put you, I think, in the right frame of mind for this time of night that we're having right now. And the sun is setting over
the UK or wherever you are. We're going to start off with our power down playlist with Loud Places by Jamie XX.
Beautiful.
And Romy from the XX.
Beautiful. Let's do this then. Dan, completely in control of the music for the next half hour or so. Let us know if you're enjoying it, please, on 81199. Wow.
How's that voice?
Wow, that voice is incredible. Her name is May, and that is the choice of Dan from Bastille this evening. How did you come across her? Wow, the voice is incredible.
It was recommended to me, and I just, she's an Australian who lives in New York and makes music there and works from there, and I've heard a couple of her songs and her EP. that I think is forthcoming. And yeah, that song's from it. It's not out yet, but I just think it's like that voice. It made me think of so many things, sort of Anthony Johnson's level of uniqueness, and her range is insane. She goes down, and when she goes up to those falsetto notes, it's just so beautiful. Anyway, so I really wanted to play it.
That is a beautiful record. Yeah, thanks for playing us that
really
tonight.
Special. And the next song that I wanted to play was by a guy called Moss Kenner, and I hope I'm saying that right, but the song's called Square One, and this is another tune I just like. His voice leapt out. The production's brilliant, and yeah, just really excited for people to hear it.
Ocean and Self-Control on Monday evening on BBC Radio 1. I love that record.
I mean, that song, that album, what an artist. I shouldn't really be allowed to talk about him because I'll just gush.
We're only on till 9.
I know.
Me and you together as well. It could be a Frank Ocean.
It's like the fan club in here.
Yeah, we love you, Frank. But no, I love that record. Self-Control. It is Grimmy and Dan from Bastille with you on Monday night on Radio 1. And Dan taking control of any sort of Monday night fear, Monday night dread that you are going through with his Power Down playlist. Where are we going to go next after Frank?
So I want to play you another song by a new artist. She's called Akeen, and the song's called Pray for the Prey. And let's put it on.
It's Monday night on Radio 1. It is Grimmy and Dan from Bastille here. And Dan choosing all the music this evening for the last sort of 20 minutes or so. And people are loving this, me included.
Good. Oh, thanks, man.
And we like that. That was Akeen and Pray for the Prey. Hello to Andrew, who's been on loving the Power Down playlist tonight on Radio 1. Nice tunes, very, very chilled. After a real busy day working on my new house, this is perfect way to chill with your playlist tonight. Hello to Beth. Please tell me the name of the artist of that song, May. That was her name, yeah, May. What was the name of the song that we played tonight?
It was called Falling.
Falling.
Sorry, I had a complete brain fart.
Falling by May.
May spelled M-A-Y, by the way, just as opposed to M-A-E, or I don't know.
Or M-A-I, maybe, I don't know. Loving Dan's music tonight, the XX and Frank Ocean. This Power Down playlist is perfect. Hello to Mike in Manchester, going home from the Trafford Centre in the sun after a long day at work, and Frank Ocean before making my evening there. I mean, I imagine hearing all of these songs at the sun setting and you're going home with them this evening. Nice. Yeah. Really working. Wow. Really perfect. Well, we're going to do a few more. So what would you like to hear next? What do you want to go for?
This next tune is called Big Man, and it's by a band called Childcare.
Dan from Bastille is here with us this evening. I'm going to be with me all week co-hosting the show, but tonight we've got you to do the Power Down playlist, and loads of people loving this, loads of people revising actually. Natalie's been on listening to this. She says, I'm 16, I'm in Huddersfield. Hi Natalie. She's quite worried because first GCSE coming up, although this is the perfect sort of soundtrack I think to revision. How are you? She says, do you have any advice at revising? Were you good at revision when you were at school and doing your GCSEs?
Oh, was I good? I did all right, but I kind of, there's that point where you're revising and you're reading the same stuff over and over again, you're writing it down. I feel like, this is not advice, but from my experience, if you just keep going and keep going over the same stuff, there's a weird point where it clicks and suddenly you're like, oh, it's in my head.
Oh, maths.
You're reciting, yeah. Well, not that it's that easy. It's obviously not that easy, but I just feel when you're trying to learn stuff, it's that revision bit where you feel like you're just trying to cram facts into your head and somehow imprint them on your mind. And yeah, I think it's just the going over and over and over, and it can sometimes feel like a losing battle, and then hopefully at some point that moment will happen and you'll suddenly be like, oh, I've got some knowledge.
Yeah, I know this. Yeah. I know this. Well, good luck, Natalie, and good luck everyone revising. And I could never, ever revise and have the radio on. And I imagine BBC Radio 1 bosses would hate me saying that. I would have to be silent. Couldn't do it because I'd just be listening to like John Peel.
Actively,
don't listen to the radio if you're a young person. Just kidding. Okay, we're gonna play one of your songs now that you've gone for, which is perfect for the Power Down playlist. Tell us who it is and why you've chose this tonight.
This is by SX, who's a bit of a legend actually in the music world, but he's just released an album, and it came out a couple of weeks ago, and this is a song from it called Stay, which I think is wicked.
I like that we're playing adverts for me whilst on this show.
It's like Radio 1 Inception.
I know. Sorry, everybody. Okay, we're almost done. Dan, that was our first night, our first shift done together.
How do you think it went?
I really, really loved it.
Oh, I'm glad. I had a wicked time.
Yeah?
Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thanks for having me, letting me be involved.
Yeah, thanks for all the great songs as well.
Colleague.
And thank you for my snacks as well.
Oh, you're very
Can I just
welcome.
tell you, I said, Dan, just get me whatever, and he got me a great sort of spicy wrap, some crisps, Diet Coke, everything I needed. Pineapple for dessert.
Oh, mate.
You fed me well. You
Full
did
3
well
courses.
tonight. Full 3 courses
If crisps
tonight.
count as a course, which they definitely do.
They definitely do. Well, we're done for Monday night. We're going to be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're going to be at Maida Vale.
Yes.
Because we have Mo in session
I'm so
at Getting
excited.
Ready for Biggest Weekend.
Yes.
And she's going to do like a full 30-minute, 40-minute set, which will be great.
Which means we don't have to talk for a whole half an hour.
I mean, great for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Also got a hottest record tomorrow night from Jungle, so make sure you're listening. Dan, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Nick.